I wanna hear your thoughts. I wanna hear your sound. And mama always told me to shout and speak my mind out loud. Come on and talk when you got the time. Freedom, want you on the line. We wanna hear from you. You got it going. Let your voice shine. Platform yours is not just mine. We wanna hear from you. You got it going. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. You're gonna shine. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. You're gonna shine. Hey y'all, what's up? It's your boy Douglas, or you could call me Freedom. Welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, make sure that you guys like this video, comment below this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel because you need me. This is season 3, episode 4 of my podcast. Like I say always, forgive my background, forgive my brother. We have some familiar faces today, and I'm gonna be eating because I'm hungry. All right, let's get into it. All right, you guys, we are in freedom of speech. Wow, I haven't done this podcast in a minute. We have familiar faces back with us. Y'all, shout out and say hi to my girl, Deborah and Kena.
My name is Kena, and my pronouns are him. No, I'm kidding.
Imagine.
She's an icon, and she that man.
My pronouns are she, her. And I'll give it off to Deborah.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Devs. Pronoun she, her, or that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I the one work.
Heavy on it.
Heavy on it. Yeah, I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to talk to my equals.
Like I told them in my donut unboxing video, I was not back. I haven't posted on YouTube since I think October because your boy started work, and I've just been working every single week, so I never really had the time to do this podcast. Actually, I have to go to work today, so this is being done right before I have to get dressed just to even go to work. But I wanted to really get back on doing this podcasting and just doing my content in general because it's really something that I love doing, and I just can't see myself taking a break from it from too long. Even while I was at work, I remember just like going on YouTube when I was bored and just looking and being like, I need to post something, so like the fact that I actually did, and I've been staying active in other areas like my blog. I've been posting blogs lately, so if you guys haven't checked out any of my blogs or read any of my blogs, definitely do. The link to my website will be in the description below. But yeah, I haven't been posting like that, and I really wanted to come back. I wanted to come back fresh for the new year. This season ended up becoming a little slow in as far as producing episodes, but what I loved about last season was the episodes came organically, and that's what I want. I don't want to force anything. I don't think I told y'all this, but my girl Kena went to Spain. How was Spain and just her experience?
That was such an interesting sound. So Spain was amazing, and yo hablo un poquito español. Yeah. So yeah, it was immersive for that reason. I got to learn a lot of Spanish, picking up on it, and the food was great when you want cheap food and you want to experience like different cultures, because Spanish food in general in Madrid wasn't particularly my cup of tea. Just the drinks were great. You could get a big ass cup of sangria for like €4.
God damn, I love sangria.
It was like you could buy wine in the store for 80 cents.
Oh my God.
It was really interesting. Yeah, and I love the culture. Like the people were very welcoming. I didn't find myself feeling very excluded at all. Which actually a lot of people thought, I would experience a lot of racism there because that's happened. But it's specifically being in Madrid, I did not experience that. And then it was just a very beautiful, like architecturally very beautiful. And I would love to go back. It's like a second home for me now. So yeah.
I love that for you. Oh my God. Like I remember I missed her so much though. Like I knew she was getting her life. So like, we let Kena be, but I missed her so much. And when she even told me about that price thing, I was like, I saw a meme today about just like how there's like a phone cleaner in like Japan McDonald's and how like they have like a sink attached to their toilets and they save like liters of water a year, like millions.
Millions of liters a year.
Like they're so like these other countries are operating in just such smart ways. It'll really make you think like, what the our country? Like, what is it? What is it? Like
Blue trash, caca, bottom of the barrel,
bottom of the barrel, like it's crazy, like that. So I'm not gonna lie, like I really love that for her. I love, Keena's an explorer, she's a travel girl, so I really love that she got to do that for her. And I remember you
Mhm.
told me like it even bettered your mental health. Like that's like this country is just depressing. Like being on this land can just depress you. Like honestly, it really can. That's what it goes to show you, because when you're happy in other continents, that says a lot.
Yeah, I was thinking about like how you guys have to live like this with all these rodents and disgusting things. And I was just
Yeah.
like,
Like
I
I'm not
couldn't
even from
survive.
there anymore.
I was literally doing
You
this.
left that over there. Gotta drive me back there with you. Me and Deborah.
Spain
Yeah.
trip.
But
Oh my God, she the girl.
yo, I told her when she get to Barcelona, she got to strut. Like there's no
Yo, like you mean it, babe, for your
go
mind.
on. Like,
I know I should have went to Barcelona. Oh,
Oh my God, Keen, I needed Barcelona pics, but it's okay. Your pics were gorgeous. Like it just, you just look so like, I don't know, refreshed. Like it just felt like, like that's such a cool experience to experience. Like my broke ass, I'm probably never gonna motherfucking go to Spain. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
you will make it to
you'll
Spain.
make it to Spain.
Just
And
put it
then
on your
by
list.
you, by me. Who knows? I might be touring out there one day. Who knows? Who knows?
I'm going to
Oh,
Spain. Give me a Spanish man. Make me some paella. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Just put it on your list from now and you'll make it.
Deborah, how was the last few months for you?
Oh, next question. No, I'm kidding. Um,
Imagine.
no, honestly, it's definitely it's been a lot. Um, the holiday seasons, I love the holidays. It's usually one of my most favorite times. But it was really hard this year. Just being separated from like all my people, and I feel like everybody I really genuinely care about was hard. Like my grandma, she hasn't been doing the best, and her being all the way in New York and just being out here and all my family's together over there and just being so far and then being broke and not being able to go over there. Like it was just difficult for me. And like living in California, I'm not even gonna say, because where I stay, it's the Doonies. I stay in the mother desert. So I'm so far away from everything. And like where I live, it's just really miserable. And like that energy just kind of like spreads. And I feel like I just got stuck in like a rut for these past couple months, just kind of getting stuck in that miserable energy. And like I realize now that it's not good for me, and now I feel a lot better because I'm trying to do more. I'm trying to go out more, be surrounded by more positive things, more positive people. But for a while I kind of got stuck in that. I kind of got stuck in the sadness. I kind of got stuck in like just allowing the bad things that were happening to put me down. um like kind of just all in my head. But I'm glad that I kind of got out of that, and I'm like trying to fight it. It's been really hard, but yeah, I definitely feel better, and I'm proud of myself for fighting, the sadness and the depression, because bitches, it's
I'm about to
24.
say,
And
like, claps to you. Like,
no,
honestly, it's
it's
been a lot. Like, it's been a lot. You guys already know this year would make 2 years without my mom in July. And that doesn't even feel real. Last year didn't even feel real. The anniversary didn't even feel real. Nothing feels real. As far as me and my sister is concerned, she's on a very long vacation. Like, it just doesn't feel real. Like it does not. Like this life now just feels like a facade. It just feels fake. And in the last couple of months, I really had to give myself a huge pat on the back because I have more on my a plate than a 20-year-old should ever have. And it's hard to navigate that without like your parents there and being involved, physically, and just having to do more stuff on your own. Like that's why like I said, I just gave myself a pat on the back for even having the job that I have, for it to be as safe as it is, for me to be as comfortable as I am there, and just to be making money to help me, help myself, invest into my music, invest into just like my family. Like just like Ariana Grande said, whoever said money can't solve your problems must have not had enough money to solve them. Like, honestly. Honestly, like money does not solve all your problems, but when you're poor, let me tell you something. When you're poor and you find yourself like having obstacles and you know that money could help you get over that, then yeah. Does it help with just directly with happiness? No. You have to be content with yourself before being rich. That's why you see all of these rich people and they're still depressed. They're still because although they have all the money they want, their mental is still not there. So I'm not saying money covers everything as far as mental health is concerned and stuff like that. But like, if you need to have bills paid, if you're facing this is not even for us, this could be for anybody out there. If you need bills paid, if your rent is due, stuff like that, a lot of that could depress you because it'll make you feel like you're not doing what you need to do. If you have the money there to actually help you execute the stuff that you need to do, it could it does make you happy because it takes a lot of the burden off of you once you know this is paid, this is paid, this is paid, this is paid, and that's paid. Now I can start investing my money more into me, So that's kind of where I'm at. Like now that I'm able to actually put money into the stuff that I really wanted to put it in and needed to put it in, I'm happier than I was back in May of last year. May, and just towards the end of season 2, I was really going through it financially and emotionally. It was grief and then not being able to have work to, suffice and help me out in any way and having to rely on a summer job, which was daunting. Because I really empathize and I definitely share that pool of struggle with you in the last couple of months. The ending of 2023 was very productive and very testy, if that's even a word. But
No, yeah, I get it.
I'm about to say that's even a word. Like, thank you guys both for joining. Like, you guys could be doing anything else with y'all lives, and y'all steadily make the time to be here and participate because y'all love me and y'all love doing this. And I really appreciate that. Bringing me into the topic that I wanted to talk about. I was reminded of this topic that I was going to share with you guys earlier in the season, but yeah, I ended up moving it for this because I saw a music video I saw a YouTube video on why people don't really listen to albums anymore. And one of the biggest reasons was because everybody's attention spans were getting shorter. So I saw this clip on Instagram regarding, it was this company trying to sell eco-friendly dryer sheets or some shit like that. I sent y'all the video. And the ad was long. Like before they actually got to the point they were trying to make, like before they actually got to what they wanted to sell, the ad was just like a documentary of just the struggles of using detergent. Like
it did was. I was like, is this a detergent hit campaign?
Like, and I was like, okay. For those who didn't see it, I am gonna show you guys the clip. Before we roll the clip, I do want to make a little disclaimer. I am not trying to persuade you guys to buy anything that I'm about to show you guys right now. The whole purpose of me showing this ad is for discussion purposes and discussion purposes only. If y'all buy it, that's y'all business. All right, roll the clip.
Wash your clothes after every wear? Well, you can probably guess that it depends. If the clothes are visibly dirty, then go ahead and throw them in the wash. But in most cases, clothes can be worn a few times before it's time to wash them. It's better for the fabric, your pocketbook, and the environment to skip a cycle or two. But what if I told you there's an easier way to do all of these things? Did you know that laundry detergent is one of the most wasteful products in your home? By switching the old goo to something new, you will be helping the planet and your community in a huge way. Let's face it, we Americans love our liquid detergent, but the truth is, we're being lied to. That's because liquid detergent can be up to 90% water, which means we're only getting 10% of what we're paying for. And that watery goo mixes in with even more water from your washing machine. Why in the world are they making detergent that's not really much detergent at all? They only care about selling you their big, bulky plastic jugs. And where do you think those jugs go? The recycling? Unfortunately, no. You see, 700 million laundry detergent jugs end up in landfills and oceans every single year. That's because 91% of plastic doesn't get recycled. You don't need chemical-filled goo to clean your clothes. That's why I'm telling you that laundry rooms are the perfect place to start fighting the plastic problem in your home. But now there's something better. Something that's eco-friendly and gives you an amazing clean. Over 2 million Americans are already taking action in fighting plastic in their laundry room with this. This is an eco sheet, and it is a revolutionary new invention. This sheet replaces your old laundry detergent.
So after I saw the video, what made me screen record it and basically like bring it for the podcast was because I saw in the comments that people were basically telling them like, hey, you know, like, okay, these dryer sheets are cool and all, but y'all could have made it a little shorter, you know? And the company was actually replying to the comments. A lot of the comments were like, you know, it should be shorter. But then some comments were like, actually, the ad was fine. I loved it. I just think that people need to, you know, people's attention spans need to be longer because there was a study done that said, and I actually saw this in the Why People Don't Listen to Albums Anymore YouTube video I watched yesterday. I forgot who did it. I'm actually going to credit the YouTuber. They said in a video that studies show that humans' attention spans are now shorter than a goldfish's, which is crazy. Like our attention span is now
Like a
shorter than a goldfish.
goldfish?
Yeah, a goldfish attention span is like 9 seconds. And, and ours has allegedly dropped to like 6.
Oh,
So
6 seconds? I thought you were gonna say like a minute or two.
no,
6
like 6
seconds.
seconds. I didn't even do my own due diligence. Like y'all can actually look that up if y'all want, just to like double check with me. That way I'm not telling nobody no wrong shit. But from what I know, yeah, our goldfish attention span is actually shorter.
So you said a goldfish attention span is 9 seconds. The average attention span as of 2023 for a human is 8.25 seconds.
So either way, it's shorter than a damn thing.
Either way, it's shorter.
Oh my God. So they was right. They was right. So, you know, and that's embarrassing for the human. I just wanted to first get y'all opinions on just the video and whether or not y'all felt like the reason why people didn't really care for how long the video was had to do with people's attention spans being shorter, or if it had to do with just the video being too long.
I feel like it's a mixture of both, and also too, like people don't like to wait for things that they feel like aren't worth it. Now, if somebody thinks that video is really, really long, they wouldn't mind waiting through that if like at the end of the video, like the outcome is worth it. Like I wouldn't mind watching a really long video if like, you know, like a greased up you know, Morris Chestnut was at the end, like, you know, with a bow on his stomach or something like that. But at the end of the video, if it's just laundry detergent, it's like really like I waited all this time just to see like a detergent ad. Like, so I feel like it could be that like people just being like feel like
like it was underwhelming.
Yeah, underwhelming. That's the word. Come on, grammar. But yeah, I just feel like it may have been underwhelming for people because that's what it was for me. Because at first I'm thinking it's gonna be like a, you know, like I don't know, like I thought it was gonna be more than what it was because it to me I did find it a little bit long for an ad. I definitely think that it could have been cut, it could have been trimmed a little bit. But also too, I think for people complaining, they definitely have short attention spans because it wasn't that long. Like it wasn't long enough to complain.
Okay, I actually did want to tell you guys that the ad was actually 4 minutes and 30 seconds. I only screen recorded and actually displayed 2 minutes.
What?
So there was more.
4 minutes? Okay, that's doing too much. Okay, it's for one fucking
because I didn't want everybody to have to see the whole ad. So when I screen recorded it, I only screen recorded it up to where like we could get our point across because it was already long for, you know, how much it was. So I was like, but it was 4 something minutes. Like it was 4 something minutes.
Oh, that's the longest I was trying to give it the benefit of the doubt from the part that I've seen, but knowing that it's longer, oh no, y'all need to talk to y'all marketing team because y'all failed expeditiously. Like, oh, we need to get all the information out. I got the information. Liquid detergent, bad. Dumb water, you wasting money. Get something dissolvable, good for the planet, no plastic. That's all they had to say. Word to.
No bars.
Mwah. No balls.
No, you know what I mean? Like they could have really kept it cute, short, and simple. Yeah, they need to do some editing next time.
They need to talk to their editing department again, real quick.
Yeah, real bad. Or give them a fucking dollar bump or something, because somebody's up.
It was the way you said no plastic. I just thought it was bars. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. When I watched it, I wasn't even thinking about how long it was because I didn't know it was an ad. I thought it was just like some guy who was doing a vlog about you know, proper or better detergent. Knowing that it's 4 minutes, like
It was 5 minutes and 15 seconds.
5 minutes and 15 seconds.
5 minutes?
Like that was a lot of content. And I empathize with them because they're trying to show us like, yo, this is what y'all are doing, bro. And images, videos about all the damage we're doing, you know? So I feel like that is necessary. But maybe it could have been like image, 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 image. This is what y'all need to do better. Boom. We have, and that would only take like a minute probably. Because
Yeah.
I feel like everything I heard in 2 minutes could have been condensed to 1 minute.
Exactly. Learn how to condense, y'all.
Learn how to condense.
It's like you said, Deborah, like I think it's personally, I think it's also just a mixture of both. Hold on, I'm trying to actually find my damn notes because I actually wrote down what I said. Y'all know me, I'll be forgetting and detouring and shit. The thing that really got me was the ad was long, but the announcer also was saying the same thing twice. Like he was saying the same thing over and over again. Like I felt like a lot of the stuff was just being repeated after a while. The information literally could have used some simplifying and rearranging. Like 101 for what not to do in an ad is that ad, respectfully. Like for real, you know? And I think that nowadays everyone is like programmed because of social media. So yes, people don't pay attention to things for too long. You have TikTok, which like, okay, like this year, I know a lot of stuff was being said because online because some people didn't like that songs are now shorter. Like a lot of songs don't have bridges and shit back in the day. They got a catchy hook and a verse or two, then the song is over. Even with TikTok, you know, it's this, I think it's just a combination of just instant gratification. And then we swipe and swipe and swipe and swipe and swipe, even though there are TikTok videos that are now longer than TikTok videos go up to 10 minutes now.
Yeah, I was watching a whole SpongeBob episode the other day.
Oh, it's
Those come up on my For You page.
Could TikTok be playing a role in it? Is I guess the question I want to ask everybody.
100%.
Yeah,
Even with them increasing the minutes of how long videos could be?
Yeah, it's even though it's an available option, it's still not the main form of media that's being consumed and produced because the main form are short, quick videos that people find relatable, you know, so that way it can be sent out, like, and clickbait stuff is usually short, clickbait stuff, keep people's attention, 30, 60 seconds at the most. When you find TikTokers who make longer and longer TikTok videos, usually they're doing that to direct people to their YouTube page. If I want to watch a long ass video, I'm going to go to somebody's YouTube. If I want something short, something quick, like, you know, just because I'm bored and I need a whole bunch of shit just to distract my mind, I'm going to go on TikTok because it's a whole bunch of short clips and videos, you know?
That's a good point.
That's a really good point. Is it wrong to want things short and quickly, or should we be at a place where our attention spans are longer? Like, do you guys see where it could pose a problem?
I feel like it's already posing a problem, like our behavior. It's affecting our behavior, especially with young kids. Like, if you think about all these teachers that are quitting, they can't deal with this shit with these kids that, you know, they don't do anything but sit behind a screen all day. They don't have social skills. They don't have patience. They don't really have respect either. So I think it's just from being involved in social media and the internet all the time, there's a certain sensor when it comes to interacting with human beings that a lot of these young kids don't have anymore because they're so used to interacting with people through technology or watching things or consuming knowledge through technology through short videos on their time.
Yeah.
I feel like especially when it comes to school, it's not on your time, Bookie babes. Okay, it's on the mother Department of Education's time.
Yeah.
Okay?
Like, what's so crazy is even with the kids, like, I heard that state tests are now on the computer.
You're going to piss me off because
Like, where
I
was this energy when we were
when we were in school, you know what?
Our generation grew up when phones and all of this stuff was still being developed.
Yeah, when they still
So,
didn't want us to use
and
our phone.
now for like my nieces and stuff generation, it's here. Like they have it. It's in front of them. Phones were still developing and becoming a thing even when we were born.
Right. A bitch had a flip phone in elementary.
Period.
So, brain pop was where it was. Like, where's brain pop at? Like, that's the stuff we was also using also in school. Like, if we did want to use technology, because we got it, they would give us stuff like brain pop, or I remember there was another little website they used to hook us up with too. It goes to show you, just how the generations are changing. Human beings want to find ways. That's why we have all of this stuff developing. The whole purpose of having a phone, especially an iPhone, was so you could practically like carry a computer with you instead of having to, be on one. So that was the whole point of even having a phone with applications applied. I understand the point because human beings want to work smarter, not harder. I feel like the easier we want to work, the more advanced technology becomes. But then we have to think about the effects that can also have. Like, it's like, just like there's pros, there's definitely cons as well. It's like, when do we weight them? When do we look at them and be like, is this worth it? Is this worth it? Is this worth it? Because everything's digital now. Like, you fucking name it. Like, but when we were younger, we would have thought about this year, there would have been like flying cars and shit. There practically are. I feel like that's already kind of like becoming a damn thing.
It won't happen, but I feel like it's gonna be like some weak shit where they're just gonna hover like 3 inches above the ground.
That slow,
Yeah, I mean slowly we'll get there.
Like how you say, in another 50 or so years.
Right. I really just want to be dead by the time that shit happens though, because honestly, technology scare me. I will be one of those old batshit crazy ladies that be like, technology has corrupted us all, because it literally has.
We have like AI musicians now. I'm just afraid of making like robots because like they always say that like robots are like smarter than us. So like I'm just afraid of like robots like starting to like run amongst us and then like they're smarter than us, so they like take over.
I ain't gonna have one of them little tricky ass robots, but you know what I'm saying.
We was watching the Megan movie and the lady was like, and Megan kept talking back to her. She was like, Megan, turn off. And Megan was like, well, actually, like the moment those robots just start, the moment those robots just start thinking like they got power, that's when shit is going to go bad. Like, respectfully.
But they do in a sense. Like, I just feel like if we create technology that allow like AI technology, when it gives them like, I guess, the power to think, like, at that point, we cannot control them, because if they're smarter than us and we're creating something that is smarter than us, we can't be mad when they outsmart us. We can't. That's our fucking fault.
But they don't have like malicious intent. Like they don't have any emotion, so they're not gonna like. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna.
I just feel like they're not gonna do anything bad. But I feel like once humans recognize the fact that, well, what robots are capable of, because we are such evil, malicious beings
and stupid,
try and take them out. And I feel like that is what is going to cause some kind of, like, I guess like tension, because I feel like technology is going to realize like how shitty human beings are, and they're like, oh, we need to control y'all, we need to condemn y'all, like,
It's Squidward say, and that SpongeBob episode, well, this is the end.
Well, this is the end.
No, it's not, Squidward.
It's not?
Yeah, pretty much.
When you think of stuff, even regarding this ad, it really starts to make you think like, okay, we're in the new year, we're in 2024. What technology what technical advancement are we going to have this year? It's like every year we're getting a peek of something new, and we don't know, because even when AI started really flustering and becoming a thing last year, there was a lot of hysteria around it. So as we are now in the beginning of the new year, it'll really start to make you think, like, where are we heading? Honestly.
The Freedom Savage podcast will be right back after these messages.
Do you want to get some locks or need help maintaining locks you have already? Crown Kinks got you covered. Yes, you heard that right. The goddess of locks got you covered. With Crown Kinks, it's your hair, so it's your say. And if you get a little hungry, don't even worry about it. Free snack and beverage refreshments will be provided to you. DM on Instagram at Crown Kinks to discuss pricing, bookings, consultations, and all other inquiries. All is welcome as long as respect is shown to the wonderful at-home business. As a proud client, I can assure you, your hair will be done with great precision and an incredible amount of care. Wait 1 second, we're not finished. Do you want to take home your own lock gel, lock shampoo, and rose water? Soon, Crown Kinks' lock products will be in your hands in no time. Quay Gold's Beauty is a luxury business that sells essential beauty products such as lashes, lip glosses, matte lip gloss, lip scrubs, body scrubs, candles, and jewelry. Don't even let me hold you back. Go ahead and DM at QuayGoldsBeauty_ to get your hand on the products that you need. Hey y'all, what's up? It's your boy Douglas, or you could call me Freedom. I am proud to announce that my official website is now up and running. Yes, you heard me here. My official website is up and running, freedomsavageentertainment.net. This website took forever, a lot of planning, a lot of creativity. Make sure you guys subscribe to my website for updates on anything that I'm doing, and you guys will still see changes made to it over time. All of the links to all of my stuff is on the website. It's gonna basically be my creative hub, and I can't wait to, show you guys how this empire that I have will develop over time. All right, make sure y'all head to the website because it's definitely giving what it's supposed to. Peace out.
And we're back with the Freedom Savage podcast.
This is Freedom Flashback. For those of y'all who don't know what Freedom Flashback is, this is a segment where we discuss something related to the past, our childhood. We've done Freedom Flashbacks on taking the train, fake friends, and stuff like that. This Freedom Flashback is about school. I'm assuming like elementary school, middle school, just like around that area. So before we got off for the commercial break, we were discussing they're called silly bands.
No.
They're not called silly bands?
Remember like those like
Not
they're
rubber.
like, yeah, like silly bands, they're like rubber bands, but they were like in different shapes. You remember, and we would like collect them, like there would be like dinosaurs or like I don't know, fruit, Hello Kitty, like
Okay.
you would trade them. I used to sell that shit for 10 cents each and just steal them from people.
Oh, you was hustling.
I was
You was hustling.
for sure. I used to steal it for the little like I couldn't afford them shits. My mama would have bought them.
Those lanyard things that you were talking about. The biggest thing in second grade was dumb shits and mechanical pencils. Like, for real. I remember those being the biggest things in second grade. The crazy part was no one liked me, so I never got one. I never owned a pair. Nobody ever made me one because kids used to talk with their friends about getting one made for them and all of that. Kids used to have like their little plugs to see like who's making them, who's not, whatever. But I didn't have none of that. I never wore them. I just always saw them. Nobody liked me. Nobody gave.
Oh,
But I never had like, even with Valentine's Day and Christmas, like nobody ever really gave me like secret. I never had Secret Santa or nothing like that. Like nobody
I
like
still never had a Valentine.
Graham, like a Valentine's Day Graham. I never got none of
I've
that.
never had a Valentine, period. Like nobody loved me in February.
Shout out to all the single hearts in February during Valentine's Day. It's Single Awareness Day. That's what it is. It's single people.
Single Awareness Day. Okay.
Single awareness.
awareness
Is that
day.
a thing? That's
But
I would make the lanyards though, and I would be like feeling so artistic, and I'd be like, oh my god, look at me.
see, I was still coloring the coloring books a little sloppy back then. Like I'm just
Oh my
Damn.
I'm
You
just
not in the line?
in the I'm just now like coloring like, like neatly and shit. Like my art teacher and my brother kind of showed me how to like color in one direction instead of, doing the little shits that the little kids and shit used to do when we was younger and all of that. The fortune tellers, we used to make the fortune tellers with the piece of fucking loosely paper, yo.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. It'd be like,
Oh
pick a number 1, 2, 3, 4, pick a color 1, 2, or like, you know what I'm saying? RED. Like, I just remember shit like
I
that.
used to write so much
Wow.
I just like shit like that was so wholesome,
I used to write crazy stuff like,
First of
oh, you're
all,
gonna die.
y'all know the
Oh,
girl on
God.
No, you know what I just thought about? I don't know why I'm taking such a detour like this, but you know what I just thought about? The Charlie challenge. What was that?
Oh my God.
The shit that took over sixth grade.
Charlie, are you there? Like,
Let me just tell y'all full disclosure. Full disclosure. Full disclosure, I never played that shit. I was so scared. My friend Jasmine, shout out to Jasmine. Jasmine went to every corner of the lunchroom playing that shit. I remember seeing a video about it on Facebook earlier in the day before even going to school. And then when I came to school, everybody was doing it. And then Claudia, shout out to Claudia. I remember I got a call from her later on that day because my dad had actually picked me up from school. I ran errands. And she was telling me about how it was all over the news. And I remember really thinking to myself, like, oh my God, do y'all even know where that shit like came from?
I feel like the only time anybody ever explained it to me was in middle school. And this girl, I don't know, I think she did or something because her idea of the background was that he was like this little boy, he didn't speak English. And like you had to write like yes or no, and you had to write it in Spanish, and you had to like do the chant in Spanish for him to like actually respond or do something. Yo, and I'm like, okay, like she knows she a bruja or something. So like when we did it the first time, we were in the bathroom and like she turned all the lights off. Well, like it wasn't really all the lights off because mind you, you know how New York City jail bathrooms is basically how you got
Jail
that
bathrooms is crazy because that's practically what it was.
that's what it is, because you have that fat ass window and then there's bars on the shit. You know what I mean? Like they really didn't want it getting out. So there was still light in there, but like all the regular lights was off. And then so she did it, and oh my God, the pencils moved, and we all freaked out and shit like that. But it was just a challenge. It wasn't.
My thing is that really got me was all y'all in every single school, every single district trying to contact the nigga at once.
Like he's like, can y'all shut the up? Do not disturb. Real bad. Okay, I'm changing my name to.
What is something that y'all wonder if like schools are still doing? You already know fire drills is still relevant.
I used to love fire drills. I used to be so excited.
Not when I was on the top floor in my school.
Hell no. See, look, that's
our high school. Oh, bitch, 8 floors.
You know, all the dance majors, they're fucking twirling up the goddamn steps. You know what I mean? What they look like. Bitch, I'm a vocal major and I'm heavy and I have tits. I'm tired. We are on the 4th floor and I'm going to my life here. I'm just gonna sit here for the rest of the day.
Yo, there were times I just wanted to take a break. Like shit, I'll catch up with y'all and the lesson.
Wow, but it's like you can't even because you got a swarm of 8,000 people behind you, so you can't even stop.
Elementary school, they was trolls, so like they would really be like, "Come on, hurry up, I'll race you." I'll be like, "Are you out of your mind?" In my elementary school, we had 2 flights of like large ass steps. So like you have to go 2 flights just to get to the 2nd floor and the 3rd floor and all of that. And I've always went to schools where we had the high floors, and that shit was just terrible. Like I just walking up steps, and then y'all already know lag. Like the devil just like dropped his entire sack on that building. Like, yo, the heat was on, no ventilation, no air. And imagine not feeling well or having a headache, and there's a fire drill, and you on a high floor, and you got to walk back up the steps with a headache. Oh, bitch, there was no way.
And then what used to piss me off is, why do you bitches have the nerve to teach now? I just did all that. Where I remember, I think it was when me and Kena had global class, and I remember we had a fire drill, and we got back at the stage. I'm thinking we finished just chill, class almost over. She busted back up that PowerPoint and got back to teaching. I was pissed.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
she
like,
was
bitch,
just
I'm
like that.
Sweetie.
She was always on that. I remember.
Oh.
Having to about face, turn around. I was always told, so I was in the back of the line. Just the life
And
of me.
all of us, bitch, we all goddamn
Oh
tree.
I'm
yeah.
about to say, because the gag is, I think y'all are like, out of the whole friend group, y'all are my only friends that's like around my height.
Yeah,
Like, for
bitch, we
real.
level each other out, okay?
Like, we really
Destiny
level each other up.
Child.
Or like the teacher just waiting for everyone to stop talking, and then there's a person that's like, "Shut up, guys, just shut up."
That was me. My class, specifically in middle school, though, we was notorious for talking too much. We would never stop. It didn't matter. Unless like somebody really important was in the room. We didn't stop talking at all. We were notorious for not shutting the hell up. And me and Jasmine used to always, we were one of those kids that'll be like, shut up. And then the teachers will be like, I didn't need your help. You didn't need our help. The class would have still been going on for like 5 minutes. Now they
Bruh,
shut their
I
asses
hate
up and now you can start your lesson. You just didn't want us to have to do your job because you obviously weren't doing that good of one. Because I told
right.
the little asses to shut up. That's it.
Oop.
Like, respectfully, like, shut the hell up. I used to hate that too because I feel like our class used to miss so much opportunities. Like, I used to tell them, like, some of these teachers really wanted to. I remember going on a whole rant. I was like, some of these teachers really want to throw us like pizza parties and stuff. And now we're not getting
Oh my God, you were that kid. I
no, and like, now we're not getting it because you guys wouldn't shut up. And then I still follow her on TikTok. We so cool. But back then, she told me she was like, because we don't care about them.
Speak for
I was like,
yourself.
I got bullied in middle school and elementary school. So I just remember being picked on by some racist ass white kids, you know? But yeah, middle school and elementary school, I can't think of too much, but they definitely have some stuff going on with them. What is something that you guys wish that schools would have done back when we were there?
I guess when it comes to like guidance counselors and people working in that kind of office, I feel like they should have had younger people working there. I feel like they should have scouted like seniors to do volunteer work to kind of help check on students, because I feel like when it comes to mental health checks, it's really hard for somebody 40, damn near 50 years old to kind of, I guess, like have a heart to heart with a teenager. Like they were teenagers once too, but at the same time, like anytime I kind of felt like I wanted to decompress and kind of have a conversation with staff members, I felt a disconnect there because I felt like, okay, like they're not really hearing me or understanding me in the way that I want them to. And I felt like if they had younger people working there, like, early 20s, or even seniors who are just volunteering in their free time and stuff like that, I feel like it would have been better. Like they should have like set, especially like in our high school, they should have set up some kind of buddy system or system in general where they had more mental health like events and things available for students.
Yeah, without it being like stigmatized. I agree. Like, I wish that I mean, I don't know actually, because like I do agree with you, like that is a good idea. In my experience, I had a middle-aged Spanish woman who was my guidance counselor in fifth grade when I was getting bullied. I love her so much. I actually was thinking about her a couple of weeks ago because I remembered when I told her about some of the kids in my class, because the bully that was in my class that bullied me, this particular person had the entire class like not like me, like rally against me and stuff like that, so I had no friends in the class. I remember I told her about like what this person was doing, and she came to my class and raised all hell. I mean, she went after her, like she literally just did a whole lecture basically saying like, I heard so what you're not going to do is this, what you're not going to do that. Like she was like a little hood, so like she came at them like real blunt, not like threatening or nothing like that, but like she definitely defended me. I remember that. Like she was one of those guidance counselors that definitely kept me like sane, made me feel heard in the school. And she was a middle-aged Spanish woman, so I don't know. Like, I don't know. But my guidance counselor in middle school, shout out to Mr. Coyote. He was actually the one that helped me feel more comfortable in my femininity, like liking music sung by women and stuff like that. Because I was being bullied by even some of my own family members about listening to like Beyonce and stuff like that. So like he was one of those people that kind of helped me like be more in touch with my femininity and know that it's okay for a guy to do that, like, and shout out to Mr. Coyote. And Mr. Coyote was young. He had to be in his 20s. So I don't know. Like I would say I kind of got the best of both worlds, but when it came to high school, no, them guidance counselors didn't do shit in our high school. I'm sorry. The guidance counselors in our high school was there for was just like if you needed schedule help, and even then that depended on who you had as a guidance counselor and what they was able to do. If I really had to think, just more resources, I guess. I guess that's probably, more resources and more options, like more options for the students. I would say probably that could be better. Like who knows, they probably have it now. I know some schools, especially in my neighborhood, still don't. Actually, they lost some schools in my neighborhood. We actually said this last episode, they lost a lot more than gained. So I would just ask for more resources, period, just for schools, more resources, more outlets for kids to express themselves, stuff like that. Because I definitely used what was presented for me. Being a singer, I was always put in like choruses and, like stuff like that. So I don't know.
I think after working in an elementary school for summer in 2022, I saw, like, I heard some of the teachers talking about how there's a shortage of guidance counselor in low or schools with lack of funding, um, in predominantly Black and or minority neighborhoods, which is like alarming because, a lot of these kids need help. And I noticed that a lot of these kids would lose out on assistance sometimes. And I think it's better to start young with these guidance counselors, like really, really, really like, um, taking like helping out because these kids were struggling so bad with their emotional issues. Like, it's just better to nip it in the butt as soon as possible. And I wish that, like, so I hope in the future that this issue will get better because maybe I'll be a guidance counselor or something. I don't know. Yeah, I find it interesting to counsel kids. I dealt with kids who were, hated themselves, called themselves names, even, it was like really bad. And they had issues with their parents. And then nowadays, I hear a lot of parents that blame the teachers for their children's behavior. Also,
Yeah.
that makes me think of I saw a video the other day of these kids dancing to Pound Town, and they were like,
Yo, Kita.
I don't know, I'm sorry. Like the mom was like blasting the music, she was recording them, she's like, hey, and they were like, my they were censoring themselves, and I'm like, so they either know that it's just a bad word or they know what it means too. I don't know.
I don't know, because when I used to listen to songs when I was younger, I used to always do that too, because I was raised in a house where like I couldn't do no shit like that around my mother. So like best believe, even when it came to Nicki, because y'all know I was a Bob since birth. Like when it came to rapping her verses, I always caught myself for the curses, or I will substitute it with another word or a made up word. And I still find myself doing that today, as if like my mom is still like physically here to hear me. So like I still find myself holding back on like curse words and stuff till this day. Like it became such a habit that I do it naturally. So yeah, I think it's also just like as a kid, what are you exposed? How can you handle what you're exposed to? I think that really, because some kids could get influenced by it, and then some kids could know, okay, I don't actually want to do it. I just like the song. I was one of those kids where I didn't relate to shit. I just like the song. Again, you guys, Kena, Deborah, thank you guys for coming. This was relatively, I think, like a short episode, but I did want to kind of like, this episode was just served for us to just like pop back in and, just say hi and let you guys know that we're back. We're better than ever. It's a new year. And I'm just excited to share more and more and more with you guys. I love you guys. Thanks you guys for watching. And yeah, see you soon.
Thanks for having us.
There's a
Bye. Thank you
difference between
guys.
hearing and listening. You get it? Our passion, our spirit, our devotion. We're making Come magic. On and talk when you got the time. Freedom, what you wanna learn. We wanna hear from you. You gotta go and let your voice shine. Platform yours is not just mine. We wanna hear from you.